Ichigo's uni? Because I don't
Alright,
understand.
let's get this started.
Okay.
Who's truly the strongest
Dom
out of the big
guys.
three?
So,
Naruto,
Air
Luffy, or
Tiger
Ichigo?
really just got James to be a fucking teacher for a YouTube bit.
Yo, I'm gonna talk
Yeah,
too, G. I already got my opinion. I think out of the three, that like Ichigo is the most fertile because he doesn't have the best speed skill.
You're so
And then you got Naruto, and you got Naruto, and
Naruto
and Luffy with Donax, so they chilling.
Luffy.
Okay.
They
I think we
chilling.
can all agree.
Naruto's
that-
Durnex is easily debunkable. That shit's so debunkable.
Yo, stop being
No, it
weird,
is
bro.
not.
That's an easy
Wait,
debunk.
calm down. I want to know why it's debunkable. Go, you first. Just me and him. No one else jump in. Go. Why you think this? What's the debunk?
For the Durnex?
For the Rasengan Shuriken.
Oh shit! Like fucking it had like, you know how like Durnex it has like a certain thing like AP shit.
No, this would have attacks on cellular level. It bypasses durability.
Yeah, but there's a certain like limit to it, or that would like be a no
Why?
limits fallacy.
Why? No, why would that be
Or
a no
if you,
limits
like,
fallacy?
okay, so like if
I'm
you
not
have
proposing.
Durnex,
I'm not
that doesn't
proposing
necessarily
the limitation.
mean, like it can like what is it called, negate like all AP, or that
Well,
would, like,
here's
be
the
a
thing.
no
Here's the
limits
thing. It
fallacy,
doesn't. I'm
therefore making it
not.
fallacious.
No. You're not using it. That's not how a no limits fallacy is. I'm not proposing it infinitely
wait, define a
overcomes
no
opponents.
limits fallacy then, if that's not
Applying. Well, it's literally an argument
send
from
the
you. It's a bit
definition.
different. It's proposing that just because a limit has not been stated, it has no limit. This is what I'm going to state. I'm not proposing that it overcomes things. Therefore, I'm not proposing it's limitless. It's not overcoming. I'm proposing it works on a level where it shoots through the durability. So, for example, if you have a character who's let's just say you have a barbed wire fence, and that's durability. I can throw a needle through the barbed wire fence. I'm not actually hitting the barbed wire fence. I can throw it through it. Therefore, barbed wire fence. So in this instance, I don't think that is necessarily a no limits fallacy because I'm not saying it overcomes durability.
was that?
I'm saying it bypasses it. So therefore, it's not a no limits fallacy inherently.
just bypasses
Also,
it.
I'm not saying that it doesn't work. It works on all pieces of durability because there are characters who have nullification as durability. By a good example, this is that anyone who doesn't have anyone that has a cellular level of durability, or anyone who has a body that doesn't work off cells.
Well, it's the same thing. Okay, so like, but you would have to prove like it could like bypass like any durability. Like,
I never stated it can bypass any durability. That's your statement.
that's your statement. Didn't
Why
you
does
just
that
say
have to be
that,
durability
I'm saying it
negation?
could bypass
No, I gave
durability?
two reasons. I gave two things to work on. People who
Oh,
don't have
fuck.
cells and people who have resistance to cellular durability. For example, the Edo Tensei have made a paper. They don't have cells inherently.
I don't think so. I think like the Edos are a living person. You want to debate that? I'm down. I'm trying to rap right now.
Are you stupid?
What?
Wow, that ruined the video. It's supposed to be a discussion video.
I'm trying to rap with someone.
This is supposed to be a good video.
It's supposed to be a
Okay,
discussion
my
video,
bad,
but we ain't
my bad.
debating
I'm
right
going
now.
to sufficively like end the situation very simply. I've not made any statement that it has no limitations to how it works because all different durability negations have limitations to some extent. unless it's
Exactly. I'm just
absolute.
saying it has a limit.
But-
You have to. Okay, yeah.
But I'm not saying the limit is power because the limit isn't power because it doesn't go off power. Therefore, the limit can't be power.
Are you trying to
So-
say that the actual Hags doesn't go off power?
Oh my god, are you stupid?
What do you
Alright.
mean by that?
I'm
It
saying
goes
that
off
if it
power.
bypass, if you have a country level being, you have a planetary level being. If it's going through the durability and bypassing it, it has no need to overcome it. Therefore, it isn't reliant on the power at hand.
Yeah, but that
Sorry.
would mean that like durability negation negates to like planetary AP. I'm just trying to say.
No, that's not true because it doesn't
How's
have
that
to
not
overcome
true?
power. No, because it doesn't have to overcome power, it bypasses it. Therefore, the overcoming doesn't set, therefore it can't be set at a
Yeah,
certain
so it
AP limit.
negates to
There,
planetary AP.
no, Nebula, you don't seem to
You keep on
understand it
going to
because
power. He's not talking
Right.
about power, G. That's
it
Again,
bypasses
Billy.
power. Now here,
Why
I'm going
didn't
to,
it work
now
on
I'm going,
Kurama? Why didn't it work on Kurama? Why wasn't his durability negated?
Because
What?
Kurama's just like, I don't know, because he's
he's talking about like when what's
spirit.
called Naruto
He's a
fights
fucking
Kurama,
spirit.
like
That's
when
why
you're trying
he
to get
doesn't have
KCM
cells or
one.
shit.
did they have a physical fight?
Yeah.
No. They fought in his fucking mind, you dum dum.
What do you mean they fought in his mind?
Are you retarded?
Yeah.
You
They know
chill,
Naruto
chill.
characters are like Dragon
Do I have
Ball
to explain this slowly to your dumb ass?
Oh.
Oh my
Hey,
god!
baby,
I
I
will send
was
you.
your
The
guru.
chapter is 503. Here, I'll get it out for you so you know which chapter it is. When I get it out for you, you are going to read it for me, and you are not going to open your mouth until you have read
Baby, this is a
five
YouTube
hundred
video.
one
Why are you trying to
to
embarrass me?
510. All right,
James,
so
go
go.
easy on me.
Go
That's why I like
501 to
James, bro.
510. You do not come back until that happens, and then we will talk. Next.
Violation.
James Bailey, why'd you do that,
Next.
bro?
Violated.
Because you said something stupid.
James Daly, you know I like James Daly. You know I don't
Didn't
Call
call
shows
you
better
take
Oh
because Yu
my
Yu Hakusho
God.
is better than Naruto, so I don't read Naruto like that.
Oh, okay. Don't talk about Naruto.
All right, so back to the conversation at hand. Right?
Back to the point. Back to the conversation here. Durability. So the durability negation has estimation to work unless there is a resistance placed upon it that it can't work on. Which there could be
I'm just trying
resistance.
to say,
I'm
like,
thinking.
durability negation, like, it has a certain limit, like, where it can
But
bypass.
this no. That's well.
Are you
it
trying to
has
say
no-
it doesn't?
But
What are you trying to
Nobella's an
say?
idiot.
What?
Move past
Wait,
this.
no,
My man's
Nebula,
Naruto got
Nebula,
over
Nebula.
Big
Big
Asian.
three
Move on.
video.
We're
What is
trying
this?
But y'all
We're
focusing too
trying
much on
to-
Naruto.
Yeah.
You already know he has dual
Yeah,
negation.
I know,
He's just being a dumbass.
I know. I'm just going to say, Nebula, like, we're trying to record a video. I've explained why this isn't the case. We can get back to it at the end if you realistically feel like that
Alright,
I haven't explained it sufficiently enough or sufficiently enough. All right. Now, the thing about it is there, Air Tiger, you probably know more about Bleach than I do, correct?
Yeah.
I'd say you do. Yeah. All right. So you want to expose the big problems about light speed for everyone? The big problems with light speed scaling in
Yeah.
Bleach?
So like,
I
the
feel like
main
there's
pro-
one main problem.
yeah, the Zeros, all those type of things. So they're spiritual light. They're not like actual light, so they're not out of photons, which would
They're not necessarily
Yeah.
inherently photonic.
yeah.
Yeah, so they wouldn't be like.
So
wouldn't
if they're
just
not
automatically
inherent-
be light speed based off that conclusion.
If they're not inherently photonic, then is there actually anything that you could use to say Bleach is light speed then? Does something exist?
Not really. You can't
Now-
just state
Now,
light speed.
last-
Only way you
Say
can really
that.
get them is
Yeah,
just
they're-
blitz multipliers, which is just very inconsistent.
They're so stupid.
Blitz
Yeah.
mul-
Hey,
the problem
it's
with
really
Blitz
funny, bro.
multipliers-
I saw like Seth talk about this exact same thing. He said it's so
Do you know
fucking
the-
weird.
Do you know how? Do you know the problem with Blitz multipliers with these characters? These characters don't have physical bodies, correct?
Yeah.
They're souls.
Yeah, those are souls.
Therefore, do you know what Blitz multipliers are based off?
Why not explain it?
They're based off how the brain functions to project signals to your body to move after seeing something. So basically, it's how like stimulation works, right? So when I see something, my body projects signals into my body to react to it if I see a punch coming, and it projects how fast you would have to be to hit them, but when they've noticed before they can move their arms. So that's the basis of it. Now, the idea of it, is that doesn't work for souls because the souls don't have to necessarily run off these same similar functions, since there's no knowing if these same body signals work in the same vein. So therefore, it's impossible to gauge that this would work the same way. So that's the basis. Unless you could say that like their bodies still produce signals on the same like wavelength and to the same speed and to the same everything, you can't gauge these blitz multipliers to work like that.
You can't. Yeah,
Seems
you can't
legit.
really. You can't really prove that, unless it's going off like headcanon.
Now the other thing too is that like Ichigo's inherently, because he's a ginger who doesn't have a soul, since gingers don't have souls, hunting down souls. Like
I knew this was too serious for a second. I knew it was too serious.
Ichigo kind of fought though, no cap, man. I feel like he's strong when it comes to AP. but,
in
like,
all
he don't got the speed,
fairness,
though.
I just think he's like, I don't even think I think Massively Harper's like plus is starting to sound like a stretch. Like
What's his AP?
Well, what's his AP?
I'd say planetary.
Well, I probably Planter or something.
Yeah, I like to keep it safe. You can say planetary. You want to keep it
Maybe
safe.
like even if it was universal, like who the fuck cares? Like it's universal if you scale into the Almighty with Yhwach. But the problem is with this idea is that throughout the whole fight, when Ichigo is fighting fucking Yhwach, the Almighty is never fucking activated realistically, and the only time it is activated, Ichigo gets his ass full. So I don't believe it's necessarily it inherently means that they're relative to one another, and I believe that like this doesn't have to be inherently the case.
Damn.
Well, you could imply that like he should scale maybe relative in power if he was like afraid enough to like instead of just destroy his blade. You could imply that though.
Oh god.
We still ain't beating Goku.
That's
Now let's
factual.
let's
That's
get on to
factual.
let's get on to
Okay, we
let's
go on
get
how
to-
Goku-
What if
So
it does
Ichigo is
beat
Fardo.
Goku?
So Ichigo is
Here's
Fardo.
Bailey.
Bailey
Ichigo
any
is like
good
Nike
speed feats.
shoebox level.
You want to
Eric
you can so you want to
we gotta
say if
make
he's
a
strong in
video on
AP
how
or
good
not.
He's black Air Force energy on like a 300-pound stoner that's 4 feet tall. Like he's got that energy, but he can't move, so it's fine.
Can you guys make a video about how Goku solos fiction? Please, we need
Goku
that.
is
Can you
rock
please
level,
read
bro.
those 9 chapters I told you to read?
Yeah, I read it. I read it on my second
You have not read them. All right, cool. Tell me how many tails Kurama has when he gets his.
What?
How many tails does Kurama is absorbed from Kurama? How many tails does he have?
Oh my god, he ain't
Amazing
gonna recognize that.
2.
Huh?
2.
Go read that shit and come back.
I don't want to read Naruto. It's trash.
That's a miss.
Then shit.
No.
Alright,
You
so
use
moving on
Luffy
from
for his
Ichigo,
goalie.
right? So hold on. So moving
Let's
on
get
from
to
Ichigo,
Luffy.
you can
Fodder
say
Luffy.
he's somewhat high in AP. He's basically has terrible speed scaling, and we're being realistic. Maybe give him hypersonic.
but
Maybe a massive hypersonic.
Black Air Force, like he's got Black Air Force energy. Spencer, like he got the power, but he just ain't moving anywhere.
Yeah, he really just doesn't have the speed to compare it to like Luffy and Naruto, low key, which is just really funny. As hell.
Luffy, the D-balls, middle child of the fucking big three. Let's
Shit.
get into this.
Whoa.
We should have invited Cleola to the trick, man. We should have invited Cleola.
I'm about to make the argument he wins. All right, you want to calm down for a second and take a compliment?
I'm gonna wait
Okay,
this
okay.
off.
Realistically, I'm gonna attack this with the most iciest mindset. So basically, I believe that he's 100,000 times FTL. He's large planetary at least. Your fodder, if you disagree. I'd be happy.
I'd be happy.
Oh my god.
Let's get to seriousness. Okay. So I heard now Foxy is where this contention comes in because it's the scaling of whether or not Foxy is spare light is very contentious. The reason is that he definitely uses photons, but the problem is if you don't know, photons have a maximum bending factor of 8 degrees. This is what the maximum is.
Yeah.
If you didn't know. Now, if you don't remember, Foxy turning his fucking photons into a whip, it's a little bit bigger than 8 degrees. Mind you, 8 degrees is literally you grabbing your finger and then slightly nudging it, and that is 8 degrees. That's actually be a little bit more. So yeah. Like you bend it like a nudge and you've already got it over 8 degrees. So in realism, like that's not how that works. So the idea of it, he could be the speed because I know there potentially might be statements that prove that he's the speed. But for my instance, I don't believe he's the case. I've done calcs on the Kuma stuff if we assume Kuma is a speed of light. Zoro dodging Kuma could be anywhere from 1/3 of light to 1.4 times the speed of light. So you can definitely be relativistic to FTL. And this is all within the lines of scaling. The question is that what range do we take the statement that when Kizaru turns to light, he becomes light speed, implying that he isn't beforehand.
Yeah, I don't think his base speed isn't light speed.
Therefore, this is where the grain of salt comes. So I believe he could either be argued to be anywhere from FCL plus to MFTL or relativistic. It'd be in those ranges. It's whichever method you want to take in. Now back to our beautiful Naruto, because the god himself. Oof, Naruto's the best.
No cap, he's spitting. He's spitting.
Okay. In realism, Naruto's speed scaling is weird. Haku and Itachi tends to get contradicted by the fact that Kirin, like the stated speed for Kirin, is around Mach 5,000 if you actually calculate based on the height of a cumulonimbus, which is a thunderstorm combined with the speed and rate. That's who states.
Yo, James.
Yep. Yeah, what's
Do you
up?
know about the Gar statement where it says like Gator states like his attack speed is like lightning fast?
Her? Well, that could be easily hyperbolic. That could be lightning fast. That's easily hyperbolic. Anyway, so the basis of this, you take Kirin it to be only Mach 5,000. Then you run into the problems. All right, so he's only massively hypersonic plus. He's not even sub-rel. Kirin's not even sub-rel. So where do we go from here? And the basis is for there. You can make the argument for a ton of things. I would say the most consistent within this line of scaling is anywhere from Darui and Mifune or Madara and Delta. Whichever.
Wait, so you're saying Gar is not lightning fast?
Who?
Like his attacks, Gar.
When's Gar stay lightning fast?
Throwing
No,
like
I said
throwing the fight with
Gator
Dedo,
stated that it's
but you said it could be
yeah. He said
hyperbolic,
like
which is
his
true.
attacks are,
I
like,
said it could be
lightning fast.
hyperbolic. I didn't say he isn't. I said it could be hyperbolic. He probably is that fast, but I said it's like the statement itself is hyperbolic.
No, I was just adding to like the things that could contradict. Haku.
Yeah, so the idea from here also because like characters reacting to Haku have problems reacting to sound like an arc later. But alright, from there we basically say, alright, this is the case, then how fast is these characters within like contradiction or without contradiction at this point? The best basis I'd say is probably the idea that Kawaki's able to react to Delta to a point where he'd be at least relativity plus to SOL. And then you could argue from there a ton of things. But I feel like Delta and Madara would probably be the most consistent, especially since Madara shoots literal straight light rays. Like, kind of just spits it.
And then like what 6'5" Naruto dodges him point blank.
No.
Okay. So from there, like I said, it's the most consistent. Therefore, logically within range, it would either be Luffy or Naruto who wins this fight. Ichigo being Potter and then
Ichigo
Luffy
can
being
have
the
AP,
D-balls.
but we already got the dough and eggs, so we chilling.
He can have AP.
Yeah, he can have AP.
Yeah,
He doesn't have the speed,
like-
so it doesn't matter. Naruto, Luffy, they both got dough and eggs, so they
He's a ginger.
vibing.
He's a ginger. They don't have souls.
Basically
supposed to win.
FTL. Wow, no for both characters.
Soulless ginger hunts souls. That's what Bleach is. Anyway,
Naruto's
that
a
would be the
ninja,
end.
so he ends up just clapping the wall. So
Yeah.
like, Naruto's on
Air
top.
Ti-
No cap.
Air Tiger. Air Tiger's
uh,
5'7". He doesn't know what the top is.
Yo, why you gonna be like that?
James, what chapter is it?
Yeah, it's crazy, ain't it, Tiger? It's crazy.
James, what chapter is it?
Wait, what? What chapter is it? Find it.
What chapter is
I'm not your guide child. Find it.
You literally
Alright,
told me to go
hold
read
up.
the chapter.
Hold up.
I
At
didn't
the
tell
end
you
of
I'd
the
help you.
video, thanks from the homie James.
Also,
no cap.
D-balls looks very sexy in Sailor Moon costume.
No cap. Make sure to join the
Turn
brand new
the video
server.
off, bro.
Tiger Sage link is in the description. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe. See you guys next video.
Oh
Peace
my
out.
God.
Bless up.